Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with a new video today, and we have some very interesting things to talk about. We have a strange update for the Nintendo Switch. We have some Switch 2 game updates. We have a weird Nintendo update as well, and then a massive Switch 2 game that we kind of know about. Seems like it's right around the corner, and again, this might point towards a new Nintendo Direct. Let's go and get right into this video. Yeah, hopefully the day you're watching this video, sometime during the day, or maybe it already happened, Nintendo said a new Nintendo Direct this week. Is that going to happen? I don't know, but there's a lot of signs pointing towards that. Regardless if it does or doesn't, we have some news, and some of it is good, some of it is bad, some of it is dumb, and some of it is exciting. It's everything you want in life. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram so we can keep our amazing communities growing. And stay tuned to the end of the video so you can learn how to win some eShop gift cards or some Switch 2s. Now let's get into it. Do you guys remember that one console? It's been so long, you know. I can hardly remember the name of it. I don't know. I just can't remember anymore, you know. We're on to new and better things now. Let me see if I can get a time machine and go back, way back. Oh yeah, I remember it now. The Nintendo Switch? Psh, what does that even mean anymore? Well, some way, somehow, even though the Nintendo Switch 2 is out, we're getting crazy news about the Switch. At least if you would go back to, you know, the beginning of gaming. A console came out, the first one ever, the new one came out after that, the previous one. What happens? It goes on sale. It gets cheaper, the way it's always been, and the way you would assume it would always be. Now, we've been waiting for a price drop on the Switch, and there are technically price drops, like Costco has a $200 Switch OLED bundle, I believe sometimes, and you can find Switch Lites pretty cheap here and there. I don't think Nintendo's ever said they're officially doing a price drop. Yeah, the Switch 2 is out. Instead of dropping the price, why don't we just raise the price of the previous generation? Why?
Why? Because that's why.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Nintendo of Canada is changing pricing on original Nintendo Switch family systems and products in Canada based on market conditions, includes OLED, non-OLED, Lite, physical digital Switch games and accessories, amiibos, and Nintendo Switch Online memberships. Does not apply to Switch 2. Pricing info will be shared on August 1st. I can think of a couple reasons why, but I'm not going to get into it here. This makes me think price of used consoles and used Switch games in Canada, the price is going to really increase. And to be honest, that's the best thing about this generation so far, is playing Switch games on the Switch 2, looking for Switch game deals for your Switch 2. The thing that I find craziest about this though is digital Switch games and Nintendo Switch Online memberships. It just doesn't make sense why these would become more expensive. This is what we call wacky news. Yeah, that's right. Some wacky stuff for you. Quickly, let's talk about a Switch game that I actually thought about re-downloading randomly like a few weeks ago. I think this is also multi-platform, but I'm just talking about the Switch version for right now, or the Switch 2 version should I say, and that is Disney Speedstorm. I'll be honest, I kind of felt like this game was going to come out, get played for a little bit, and then the servers would be shut down. So I'm actually surprised that it's, you know, still around, but it's getting like a Switch 2 upgrade or something like that. I don't know if it's an official upgrade, but it says, starting with the season's update, players on Nintendo Switch 2 can look forward to a much smoother, sharper racing experience thanks to performance enhancements exclusive to the new hardware. The FPS cap has been raised to 60 frames per second, delivering buttery smooth racing compared to the previous 30. Enjoy 1080p in handheld mode and up to 1440p when docked for crisper and more detailed look. These upgrades are exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 players, so make sure your game is updated. Any game that is running better on the Switch 2, I'll take it. This one is free, and I think I might personally revisit it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you something that I just learned about the damn Switch 2 Pro Controller that is blowing my mind. Take a look at this right here. Whoa, where did that come from? You'll never know. Do you see anything that stands out? Maybe if I hold it like this. I don't think the camera is going to pick it up. Yeah, definitely not. Lucky for you, I have a picture to look at. Look at the thumbsticks. They are different sizes. This is crazy. The left thumbstick is wider and the right thumbstick is skinnier. Or not wider, thicker. Whoa, thick. Damn, that Switch 2 Pro controller is thick. Woo, but our own. Yeah, the left thumbstick is thick. God, I cannot stop. I'm losing my mind sometimes, man. Very interesting. Something that I don't think 90% of people realized. When you use it, now that you know this, I can feel a difference. So, not knowing it, but you would never know, obviously. How could you know something without knowing it? This is what I'm doing. I'm recording this video almost at midnight. This is the type of shit that happens. Yeah, this is crazy. I just noticed it. It's freaking awesome. Now, before we get into the major Switch 2 game news, I think, at least it seems on the surface, that Nintendo is back selling with Amazon. At least it seems that way, right? We're seeing first-party games show up to say sold by Nintendo. I'm seeing Switch 2 listings sold by Nintendo, but I don't think they've been stocked yet. So eventually, when maybe a year down the line and everybody's got one, you'll be able to just go on Amazon and buy one. But we have an insight into why Amazon and Nintendo kind of fell out. And I always thought it was like some kind of petty reason, but it's actually kind of crazy. A Bloomberg investigation reveals that Nintendo took notice of third-party merchants offering games for sale on Amazon US at prices that undercut Nintendo's advertised rates, causing Nintendo to pull all first-party products from Amazon in the US. I hope this puts the broke street dates rumor to rest, which I didn't even know that was a rumor. So essentially, third parties were selling Switch games below market value or below the advertised price that Nintendo advertised them for. And why would you buy them from Nintendo if you can get them from other people cheaper? So say what you will about Nintendo, but being a business, why would I have my products sold cheaper where I'm selling my same products? It's like opening a store that sells water and then inviting another guy in who also sells water, same brand, but you let him sell it way cheaper. You're just sitting there like, dang, I'm not making no money on this. Doesn't really make that much sense. So I don't know if there's a new rule where if it's a Nintendo product, at least first party, it has to sell for Nintendo's advertised price. I gotta assume they kind of worked out some kind of deal or something, because Nintendo products are finally back on Amazon. So we'll see how this plays out, but hopefully they stayed the entire generation. Now, the day you're watching this video is July 1st. Today, sometime throughout the day, WWE 2K25 is making some kind of Nintendo Switch 2 announcement. They might have already done it by the time you're watching this. I think they're just saying there is a release date for the game. Me and other people are thinking, okay, well, that's interesting. Maybe there'll be a partner showcase around this. Another one of the most anticipated Switch 2 games is Elden Ring. The crazy thing is, I bought Elden Ring for my PlayStation 5. I tried to play Bloodborne, I couldn't get into it. I played some of Demon's Souls, again, couldn't get into it, but I got into it a little bit more than Bloodborne. I feel like I would like Elden Ring, but it intimidates me because I don't know. I feel like I'll like it, but then I feel like I might not like it. So I bought it on Black Friday for $20 for my PS5. I ended up selling it for $40 and never played it. I feel like if I played it on the Switch 2, I would get into it. I just get into games better handheld. So I want to play this game. But the question is, well, when is it coming out? Bandai Namco is having basically like their own version of a direct, I think on July 3rd, or possibly the 2nd, but I think July 3rd. I'm pretty sure they're going to show off the release date then, and I think that release date is sooner than later, because Elden Ring Tarnished Edition has just been rated by the ESRB for the Nintendo Switch 2. You can see it right here, right? We all see it, you see it, there's no tricks being played on you. So normally when a game gets rated, if I go back like Red Dead Redemption for the Switch, this game got rated and then it came out maybe the same week. And now I'm forgetting another big game that this happened with as well, but 9 times out of 10 this means the game is right around the corner. So we have WWE 2K25. We also have Elden Ring. These make perfect sense for a partner showcase. We know Microsoft wants to do some stuff. We know Activision wants to do some stuff. This is the time to do it. We need the games. So where are they? You know what I mean? There's not much to see with first party. We kind of know what's going on. Sure, there could be a few more surprises, but I think we'll get that first party direct in September. That's Mario's 40th anniversary. They'll probably do a huge direct, for September. For now, Indie Showcase, Partner Showcase, possibly Mini Direct. Partner Showcase is what we need the most. I think this is really going to push the Nintendo Switch 2 initially. Once they have more first-party games, the people are saying, I'll wait for more games, they'll show up. But right now, people like me, anything that's coming out, I'm trying to get it all. And I've really never been like that with a console, but it's just, the variety is crazy. Nintendo's first party is always going to be there. I also got the Switch backlog, and I'm buying those games discounted. And third party, it's just so impressive. It's like damn near the same quality as my PS5, and I can play it handheld. Sign me up. I want it all. So we will see how this plays out, but this is very exciting stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Because your opinion matters most. So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. If you made it to this part of the video, hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And we're streaming weekly. We just streamed yesterday. It was so damn fun. So turn on post notifications And if you want to win some eShop gift cards, I give them away every single Saturday. If you want to win a Switch 2, all you have to do is like and subscribe, comment to help the algorithm, follow my social medias, same thing for the eShop gift cards. And I'm going to be giving away stuff every single week for the entire year. But you guys know me, I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.